Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Something
Friday night chill stream, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening? It's Jake Johnson coming to you live from the internet, hiding somewhere off the coast of North Carolina, trying to stay out of trouble, trying to hide from the law. You know how it is. You know how we roll. How are you doing? It's been raining like crazy out. It's been raining cats and dogs. I went outside this afternoon and stepped right in a poodle. Well, that was the meanest hee-haw joke I've ever heard. Oh, Lord. I can barely talk. I rode home in the rain today. Rode home from work in the rain on my motorcycle. Got soaking wet from the head to toe. And now I'm hoarse. Suddenly I have a craving for a carrot, and I don't know why. I got carried away. Sorry. How many people are here? Who's here? One person's here. Hello, one person. Glad you could make it. Glad you could stop by my humble little chill stream. It's Friday night. We talk about anything on Friday night. It gets crazy. Sometimes I get naked. You never know, though. It could happen. One of these days, it might. I just smoke cigarettes and play the guitar and, you know, talk about me. I want to talk about me. But every now and then we like to talk about you too. See what's going on in this world. See how everybody's faring. 1 second. Let me say hello to the chat. I forgot to do that. If it'll do it. What is going on? Okay, now my chat just skizzed out. Well, apparently I have to log in and verify that it's me, but I can't verify that it's me because my phone is off. Aggravating. I can see right now this is going to be a problem. Of course it's me. Don't be ridiculous. One second. I'll be back. And I'm back. This is what Google makes me do. Yes, it's me. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is that all you require of me? Is that the only thing I have to do to please you, YouTube? Just give you all my information? It looks like it. I don't want that. I want my chat. YouTube is so crazy. Hey, Kev, what's happening, buddy? I have to flip back and forth between my YouTube channel to see what you're texting me because my chat has decided to not believe it's me. Is it really you? Could it be really you? Let me close that.
Is that all you require of me?
Whoa.
Is that the only thing I have to do to please you, YouTube? Just give you all my information? It looks like it. I don't want that. I want my chat.
Why is my chat talking to me?
YouTube is so crazy. Hey Kev, what's happening, buddy? I have to flip back and forth between my YouTube channel to see what you're texting me because my chat has decided to not believe it's me. Is it really you? Could it be really you? Let me close that. Is that all you require of me? Whoa. Is that the only thing I have to do to please you, YouTube?
I have no idea what's happening here. I wonder. I just wonder. I'm learning stuff on YouTube while we're doing this, folks. I got a great item in from Amazon. My new Georgia Bulldog earbuds. Sweet. They come in a little pouch with the Georgia Bulldog symbol. Go Dogs. Yeah, that's awesome. Pop out chat. Copy URL. View. Docs. Custom browser docs maybe? Docs name. Docs URL. Paste. Close doc. Apply. Well, it appears to be frozen. It's doing something. There it is. Oh, I got it. I did it. Ha. Well, send me some. They are being juiced up as we talk. Everybody should have some. Send me some. I'm just kidding. I've got bang up earbuds myself. You see mine? Mine have volume knobs, actual knobs, and they're noise canceling. What do you think about that, Kev? Say something so I know that my chat's working. I just had to replace it because it skits out on me for some reason. I'm having the worst luck with software this week. Wednesday, I almost couldn't do the live stream because it was going so slow and it was cutting in and out and all kinds of crazy stuff was happening. It froze up on me when I hit live. And this week, everything works fine except for my chat. All right, you're not saying anything, so I don't know if you're actually getting... April is getting out of the shower. She is naked. Yeah. She will be on soon. Huh. What, about 45 seconds? I'm just kidding. Hey, there's 4 people here. Hey, April, how are you, darling? Thank you for the lovely message earlier this morning, or this afternoon, or whenever it was. I was at work, so I don't know when it happened, but thank you for that. Nice message. Nice to open up my YouTube and see some encouraging words. I can't get no respect, I tell you. No respect. We seem to have some sort of delay, but that's okay. I'll wait. I'll smoke some cigarettes and chat about Captain Kangaroo. Watch the pretty flowers on the wall. There's 4 people here and there's 2 people talking, so who are the other 2 people? Say hello if you're here, and you can. And if you can't, I'll say it for you. Hello. I would sing you a song, but as you can hear, I'm rather hoarse. I had to ride my motorcycle home in the freezing cold rain, about 12 miles. So, I got a little hoarseness going on. I have this weird craving for a carrot, though. Some hay. Hey, hey, hey. Dad joke, I know. It's a dad joke, but it's a good joke. Thank you if you're just joining us. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us and choosing to spend your time on the stream. Chill Stream, the never-ending Untethered podcast. Seems to go on forever, and that's the way it should be. Ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right into your brain, baby. Jake Johnson, right in your brain. That's the way I like it. And that's the way we like it. Okay. Rant averted. How are you doing this fine evening, April? Are you having a good time in sunny FLA? Down in Florida? You know, I lived in Florida for 13 years, and I never knew that Florida's name was Florida. Never occurred to me. That's how Floridians are. Too much meth in the water, I think. It never dawned on me that he was saying he was from Florida and he was calling himself Flo Rida. I just assumed that was some Ebonics term for a fast runner or something, you know, or really likes to ride his bicycle fast in the water, maybe. That's how I think. I don't know. It didn't occur to me. And then one day, 20 years later, I'm in North Carolina and I'm watching TV and Flo Rida comes on and I'm like, hey, it's spelled Florida. Florida. Ding. I get it now. And I thought I was a genius. So much for all that education. Can't even catch a pun. I couldn't catch a pun with both hands. You're listening to the soothing sounds of delicious coffee. I'm a regular Joe kind of Joe. I don't like anything in my coffee but coffee, if you know what I'm saying. I like my coffee like I like my women. Strong and complicated. Slightly confusing. And sticks to my tongue. Lovely. Okay, so I'm waiting for somebody to just jump in at any moment and say something interesting so I can react. Because that's what I do here. You say something mildly interesting and then I go off on a tangent. And a tangent that's adjacent to an integral circumstance. That started to be clever and then it just went straight down to hell. Well, we lost one. I guess they weren't interesting. Or maybe so were. Hey, Kev. Hey, April. What are you doing? Quit that. Don't make me spray water hose on you guys. You think I don't know what you're doing, but I know what you're doing. Kevin's all jazzed over his earbuds, and April's getting out of the shower naked. Oh, yeah. I know what's happening. And just know that I'm watching you. Right through that camera on your television. I'm watching you. So anyway, let me tell you about my day. I spread ink over t-shirts all day. All day. Try to put a whole weekend into one day. Sure you did. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Is my dog still with me? I don't have a dog. Oh, you mean the dog that reappeared one? No, he just reappeared that one night. Just out of nowhere. And then I hadn't seen him since. I guess he just came back to let me know he was still alive. I thought I'd killed him, so that was a relief. I came home to feed him one day and he was gone. That was 2 years ago. And then I step outside for a moment one night and there he is, sitting on my front porch like he never left. I fed him a hamburger and pet him. Went back inside, came out the next day, and he was gone again. What do? I went looking for him. I couldn't see him nowhere. He's out there in the world being wild and free. He's a crazy dog. He's wild and free. Maybe he'll show up again one day. Who knows? You never can tell about a feller. Maybe if I get another dog, he'll get jealous and come out of the woods. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where he is. He's out with that pack of dogs that runs this neighborhood out in the woods. I hear them barking all night, but I never see any of them. They pretty much stick to the woods, stick to the shadows. Dogus, Caninus incognitus. Doggo invisible. Maybe I'll piss him off and get a cat. That would be revenge. Sweet revenge. So, anyway, I made a bunch of t-shirts today. I've got the logo burned into my brain. Some guy named Bill Collector. Thought that was a funny last name. Anyway, it's a nice job. I enjoy it. I like the guy I work with, which is rare for me because normally, you know, I make people mad almost immediately. And it seems like it's going to be a thing that works out, so we'll see. I been there for a week. I've making signs, you know, vinyl lettering, and screen printing t-shirts so far. I think that's pretty much what he does, so that's what I do. It'll help pay the bills a lot more. That's the main thing. I got lots of money going out, not enough coming in. Gotta make that cheddar, baby, so I can give it away. Don't get to keep any of it. I don't even get to buy myself a nice pair of Bulldog earbuds. I don't even think I could use earbuds. I've tried them ones you get at the store, you know, the little hang off your ear deals. They won't stay in my ears. And I don't like it. It's sweaty. I like this. I'm old school. I like the tactile feel of knobs that I can turn. You know how it is. It's nice and cool out here today after it rained. That's nice. Usually it's muggy after the rain. But it's like a warm winter day. Just a little below 60, maybe 60 degrees outside. Nice and chilly. It's sweatpants wearing weather. You know how it is. It ain't like it is in Florida where it's hot and sunny no matter what time of year it is. It could be dead of winter and be hot and sunny. I miss those days. I miss the Florida tan, you know. Kind of look like a Mexican. I got pictures of myself where I look that dark from those days, and I had a big old filthy mustache back when that was an unpopular thing. And I had a filthy mustache, like a Mario mustache, like 2 fingers thick mustache. Most men can't grow mustaches well endowed as mine. And you know what they say about a man's mustache, don't you? Man, he's got a hairy face. Anyway, got off work tonight. Got on my motorcycle, and it's thundering and lightning outside and raining. Cold rain. And I rode home. And I got a little hoarse in my throat. I've got this weird craving for a carrot. I've told this joke already. I feel like I'm deja vu in here. Huh. Yeah, I did that too. Okay, that's not funny anymore. Moving on. Then, I got home and got ready. Brushed my hair. Got the ink off my hands. Some of it. You'll see a little there. And here we are on a podcast. Talking to people who are not talking back. What do I pay you guys for? Kevin says, what? I heard money. It's time. I got to get to rolling some more cigarettes. I'm just about out. Nice homemade cigarettes. That's the only way to smoke. Either that or, you know, marijuana. So, anyway, I'm trying to turn, I got too much monitor. I can hear myself clearly. It's nice. Tomorrow, I was supposed to have band practice. That got a hole in it, so that's not going to happen. So I'm probably going to go hang out with my friend Diane all day. See what she's up to. I haven't seen her in a while. Get to missing her. Then I get busy and forget that I miss her. Then I start remembering I miss her, and then I forget to call her. It happens. I'm that kind of scatterbrained guy, though. I don't even call my family. My sister lives 15 miles from here, and I don't ever go over there. She don't ever come here either, so that's okay. If you're watching me, what am I doing now? Get your hand off that thing. You don't know where that thing's been. Don't put that in your mouth. Stop it. Yep, tune in every Friday where Jake will try and guess your sexual escapades. And whatever you're into, man, it's all right with me. No judgment here. That's a bit of a weird fetish, though. A Jake fetish? I don't even have a Jake fetish. And I'm a Jake. My name's a 4-letter word, and I don't have that problem. Are you guys going out anywhere tonight? Doing anything fun for Friday night? Cinco de tomorrow? Or is it Cinco day after tomorrow? That's it. Cinco day after tomorrow? It's the 7th, I forgot. Yeah, that's how that works. Cinco day after tomorrow. That's weird to have Cinco de Mayo on a Wednesday, isn't it? Kind of hard to find a place to go party on Wednesday. Like, oh, shucks, we want to be closed early. We want to close at 11 o'clock so we can get up early on Thursday. That's like having New Year's Eve on Tuesdays. That sucks. You want New Year's Eve to be on Friday night or Saturday night. You stay up all night, watch the balls drop, and then bring in the new year. I watched the balls drop once, and then my wife said, "I'm pregnant." And I said, "Geez, lady, I was just poking fun at you. You didn't have to take me seriously." Casino de Mayo. You're going to the casino tonight, huh? Y'all always seem to have fun doing that. I enjoy hearing about it. We don't have casinos in North Carolina. Not that I'm aware of anyway. If they do, I don't know about them. There's none around here anyway. I think the closest we get's like, there's a couple of bars that's got those Keno machines in them. I think they got that, but no actual casinos. Might have some in South Carolina. But then again, I'm not a big goer-outer, so I wouldn't know anyway. LOL at Jake, big smiley face. Hey, April. Glad to see you're talking finally. Now that you don't have your mouth full. I'm just kidding. Calm down. Don't throw that at your TV. It won't hurt me. It'll hurt you. Hey, I love the shirt, cousin. Looks awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. It's one of my favorite shirts. It's very 2.5 Men. It's like a cross between 2.5 Men and some Chinese show. Who's a guy who had to die? Oshikuru. I was thinking about finding one of these in every color so that people will, and wear it consecutively through the week so people think there's something wrong with their screen and that I have lousy taste in shirts. Well, Charlie is hilarious. Yeah, the show wasn't the same after he left it. I don't care if he's crazy as a coot or not. I did like him as that character. I bet that show, it seemed like it was on 15 years. And I don't know how long it was on, but it felt like 15 years. And I watched that kid grow up. And I watched every episode. It was funny as hell. And then one day I turned on the TV and I was staring at what's his face. Ashton Kutcher. That's not right. Then I heard that Charlie Sheen had been fired because he called Chuck Lorre by his Hebrew name, and basically gave him a ultimatum and told him to either quit doing cocaine or he had to go. And so he went. And then he tried for a little while to start a new show called Anger Management. It never really took off. It was never nearly as good as the other one. So, no more Charlie Sheen. But for a little while, he was winning with Tiger Blood. Winning. You mentioned the monkeys the other day. D.Y. Dream Believer. I don't know if I know that. Are you talking about I thought love was more than just a fairy tale, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. When I prayed for sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw your face. I'm a believer without a trace. No doubt in my mind, I'm in love. I'm a believer. I could leave her if I tried. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that what you're talking about? I'm a little hoarse today, as I said before. I don't know if I've mentioned. Carrot. Something about riding home in the rain kind of makes you clamp up. Daydream Believer. Oh, Daydream Believer. No, I don't know that song. Davy Jones sings Daydream Believer and a Homecoming Queen. I don't know either one of those. It's not really my bag, baby. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. The people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We just try to be freaky. Diego. Watching Davy Crockett. That's a good show. Or are you watching a movie? Davy Crockett movie. That was a TV show for a while. Well, you must be talking about the movie. I just finished watching Davy Crockett. Huh. Well, it sounds like you enjoyed it. Tell us about it. You missed Wednesday, man. I played Margaritaville for you and got a copyright strike. That's worth a tip. But I played it. I remembered. No, Daydream Believer. Yeah, I know the song you're talking about. I just don't know it. OMG. Hey, Diego, says Kevin. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. I don't want to miss a thing, rabble, rabble. A little outside of my range, but I do like that song. I rode home in the rain today on my motorcycle, so I'm a little hoarse. I don't have a voice tonight, so I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of singing. But when I have my voice back, I will sing you some Aerosmith. That is a good song. I'll do a little singing tonight, but it'll have to be low stuff. There's some Aerosmith for you. Right on, Diego. Some Aerosmith. Good movie. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Do you know the Davy Crockett song? Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. About as much of it as you do. He was from here in Tennessee, where I live. Was Davy Crockett the butter inventor? No. You're thinking of somebody else. I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name. Sam Prescott, something like that. Something Washington, that's what it was. Named after a president. He was an explorer, frontierman, hunter, soldier, and pelican? Oh, politician. Sorry. Oh, Davy Crockett, the old pelican of the West. I believe he was born a part of modern-day North Carolina. Probably. Now part of Tennessee. Probably not. I'm in Carolina, and I can promise you there's no Tennessee here. I would have seen it. There is a Nashville, though. You should understand. Front of the road, I've been drinking from my hand. Calling my name, but I gotta make it clear. Can't say it, baby, where I be in a year. Yeah, I did. I wish I were down on some old bayou with an old cane pole stuck in the sand, and I would be right there come Monday morning. I just dream, keep on being the way I am, the way I am. Don't fit my shackles, the way I am. Reality, I can almost hear that bobber dancing. I just dream, keep on being the way I am. He fought under Commander General Andrew Jackson, who would go on to become U.S. President. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, the guy with the greatest hair in North Carolina. In South Carolina. Or wherever he was at. It begins with him fighting the Indians in the Creek War. 2 of those words are in my name. Well, one of them. He was born in Tennessee. Daniel Boone was born in North Carolina. Crockett was a great outdoorsman and later a congressman. He died fighting at the Alamo. That was a lose-lose situation, but they have a lot of pride. They were proud to be in a lose-lose situation. Remember the Alamo? Davy Crockett was a great American. Yes, he was. And he had a great hat. Had a little squirrel's tail hanging off of it. I remember that. Or was that Daniel Boone? Either way, they were both great Americans. They fought for what they believed in. They stood for something great. Something this world needs a lot more of. Moxie. Pure metal. Back when men were men and boys were boys. They fought hard and they carried a big stick. And they liked it. Uh-huh. And I remember when I was a little boy, we used to play like we were those people. And we were not. He loved his country and he was a patriot. Good Lord, Andrew Jackson was from Tennessee and was the 15th president. Yes, he was. He then became Tennessee state representative during Jackson's presidency. You said that like you were aggravated, Kevin. Good Lord, Andrew Jackson was from Tennessee and he was the 15th president. Who said he wasn't? He was talking about him being from Tennessee. I just said he had the greatest hair in North Carolina. Or wherever he was. He had great hair. Look at the $20 bill. Daniel Boone was before Davy Crockett. I believe Daniel Boone fought in the American Revolution. Yep. He's the one with the musket. They both probably had muskets. But one of them had a big knife. And then he later became a rock singer that dressed like a woman. No, wait a minute. That's David Bowie. I'm getting things confused. David Bowie had the big knife. No, wait, that was Rambo. There's a great sky troll. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever come back. No, that was me being sarcastic. Meaning I don't know any of these things. Gotta stop napping. Yeah, it makes you forget things. The actor who plays Davy Crockett was Fess Parker. I don't think I've seen him in anything. Sorry, a raccoon. Are you fighting with small rodents again? I believe Fess Parker also plays Boone in another series. It's possible. Andrew Jackson was a total unit. I believe that. He wore a raccoon skin cap. Yep. With a big squirrel tail hanging off of it. I mean, it could have belonged to a zebra for all I know. But it's funny either way you look at it. I wouldn't be caught dead in a hat like that. He wore it like a man. Was proud of it. Look at my tail. I don't know why in my mind it's right here. I know it hung off the back. He outlawed private banks and totally crippled the first attempt to delegitimize the dollar. That sounds like a good thing. I know my history. By the way, Diego has the best hair. Daniel Boone started Boonesville in Kentucky. He did fight in the Revolution. Well, I know my history too. I just happen to specialize in older history. Hey, Kevo, my hair is amazing. Yep. Like Egyptian headdress hair. Well, if that's the case, you ought to be able to take it off because their hair was fake. It's about that long. My hair is actually longer than this, but it's really kinky curly, so it stays up. When it's wet, it's almost to my waist. Crockett died fighting the Texas Revolution at the Battle of the Alamo against the Mexican Army, commanded by Antonio Banderas Lopez de Santana. No, a raccoon tail. Oh, it was a raccoon tail on a squirrel hat. I see. That makes sense. Yep, old Antonio Banderas de Santana. He was a pretty bad dude. He liked rock and roll and bad movies. And sounded just like a bumblebee. With a nose problem. I'm drunking. As Bob Seger sang, turn the page. On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to those engines morning night as one old song. Think about the woman, the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 co-eds and there's no girls left to do. You don't feel much like riding, but you wish the trip was through. Ah, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go, playing that star again. There I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the cold, and you feel the eyes upon you, shaking off the cold. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but you want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. It's the same old cliche of a woman or a man, and you always seem outnumbered, but you don't dare make a stand. Ah, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go, playing that star again. There I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of your energy you pour out on the stage. Sweat pours from your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, while you lie awake in bed, and the echo of Jake Johnson's amplifiers are ringing in your head, smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. I swear I'm 18. Ah, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go, playing that star again. There I go, turn the page. There you go, some Bob Seger. Santa Anna made the same mistake repeatedly. He didn't expect people to defend themselves to the death. It's an understandable error. Most people don't. And I have a feeling Biden is engaging in the same error. The federales are enjoying this calm. That's true, Great Sky. Santa Anna was president of Mexico 11 times. That's crazy. I wish Trump could have been president twice. He was a politician and a military commander who fought in 6 wars. That's interesting. But remember the Alamo? hard to beat people who are fighting to the death in a little building with no provisions and almost no ammo. They'll throw rocks at you if they have to. And they'll lose, but you'll remember the black eye they gave you. And several hundred years later, 200 years later, 150 years later, yep, go Trump. Yes, a very impressive record. His only losses was from overextension. Well, that pesky Zorro had a problem sticking in him. Every time he turned around, that masked vigilante was taking off with something. He fought in the Mexican War of Independence, the Texas Revolution, the Cake War. The Cake War? That's a war I would have fought in. The Mexican-American War and the Revolution, where he was overthrown from power and exiled to Jamaica. Not his fruit, not his fault, per se, but he should have secured his supplies. Many people in Mexico call a politician cat with 9 lives. A political cat with 9 lives. Mexican Batman. Zorro. That's Mexican Batman. Always getting in the way, saving damsels in distress and fighting till the dynamite blows up, jumping on his horse and riding off into the sunset. Don't blame me, I'm just reporting the news, folks. It happened. I love both Zorro and Scarlet Pimpernel. What's a Scarlet Pimpernel? I don't know what that is. That sounds like a disease you catch from sleeping with redheads. Puss in Boots, top that. Ah! Go Trump, boo Biden. Amen, brother. Amen. Hey, we were just talking about Antonio Banderas Santana. Watch the Scarlet Pimpernel. Well, okay. If you insist. Oh, it's the gay blade. That's what it is. I've seen that before. Yeah. I do remember that. Very happy. Are you saying he's Zorro, but he's a little light in the loafers? You won't be disappointed. I'm rarely disappointed because I set my bar very low. Much lighter. Woo. His big Zorro is a penis. Santa Anna fought in the U.S. twice in the Texas Revolution and in the Mexican-American War, where Mexico lost half of its territory, among them California, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Nevada. I'm not entirely sure Nevada is even a real place. I mean, do you know anybody from Nevada, really? I've never met anybody from Nevada. I think it's a government conspiracy. Remember the Alamo? I love the movie Princess Bride. Great movie. Yes, it is. We generally call that Texas. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is a place I dearly love to be. Pee Wee Herman. Wow. Pee Wee Herman lived in Florida for a while, Paul Reubens, and got caught jerking off in a movie theater twice, which is why he's no longer Pee Wee Herman. Oddly enough, Elvira is still a thing. I was listening to that earlier. It's excellent, Princess Bride. There's a lot of deep comedy in that movie. Stuff that you probably wouldn't even get if you heard it 2 or 3 times. Very pointed jokes. Speaking of jerking off, I grilled burgers. Sports update. Lightning 2, Dallas Stars 3, third period. Go Bolts. Yes, I know. So what? It's a sports update. You have to do it. It's a thing. It's our thing. Nobody else has a sports update. It's just us. We're the only ones in the whole universe with a sports update. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. I worked on a movie store. I have seen it 1,000 times. Well, I've seen enough movies to fill a movie store, and I've only seen it twice. No, let me rephrase that. I've seen enough movies to fill a movie store twice, but I've seen it. That's what I meant to say. We have a sports guy. Let him sports update. Lightning just lost. However, we, the Lightning, have made the playoffs. They lost, but they made the playoffs? That doesn't make a lot of sense. What, did they score enough to get in the playoffs, just not enough to win the game? Or does it go on some other metric? The Princess Bride was one of the most rented movies we had. It's a great movie. It's one of the earliest movies to blatantly make fun of Jews. They made the playoffs last week. Oh. And is that the goal, to make the playoffs? So you win the playoffs, you do what? You won? You get the special ring or wear the special pants or whatever? Go Bolts! Shot, shot, shot. Blazing Saddles. That's a great movie, Blazing Saddles. Just about anything that Mel Brooks did was great. Young Frankenstein, The Life of Brian. What was the one where the rich guy loses all his money and becomes homeless? I can't think of the name of that movie. Life Stinks. That's what it's called. Spaceballs. I vote Howard the Duck for president. Yes. I love Howard the Duck. You watch YouTube and everybody shits on Howard the Duck as being a crappy movie. I thought it was great. I love that movie. I've seen it a bunch. The KKK scene with the sheriff in a Klan hood. Yeah. Nobody move or he gets it. Yep, Life Stinks. No, bro. Go win the Stanley Cup. Bolts won it last year. Yay. Blazing Saddles. Trying to remember, I had a thought and it just went right out of my head. But it was about Blazing Saddles. It was another movie. It was a good movie. It's actually a horror movie. Spaceballs, yep. I cannot remember the movie I was just thinking about. It just left my head. Kevin is our sports guy. Yes, he is. He's going to get his own graphic one day when I get unlazy enough to make it. Kevin the Sportsman. Back to you, Dave. I might even give him some sports music. Sports update. Hey, Great Sky, have you seen the sequel film to Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier? I want a bit where I point at something and identify it. It's a rock. I'm about to see the sequel tomorrow. It's a fraud. It's a trap. Oh, brother, where art thou? I am the man of constant sorrow. I've seen troubles all my days. I will die upon this train. Oh, we will die upon this train. Yes, The Wild Frontier is a wholesome movie. Yeehaw. I'm barely 20. I have a lot to see. You need to start in 1980 and work your way forward. The best movies are from 79 to 93. Right there. Those are the greatest movies in existence, most of which happened in 84, 85, some in 89. But that's where you get your Indiana Jones and your Star Wars and your Last Starfighter and your Star Trek the Motion Picture and your Nightmare on Elm Street and your Friday the 13th and on, Ghostbusters and E.T. and on and on and on and on and on from 79 to 93. It's true, we made the best movies. And they'll never make any again. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. But if you want an excellent film, try Where the Red Fern Grows. Brings tissues. You will cry. IDK, Jake. 55 and 60 had excellent heartfelt Americana. That's if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not necessarily into those kind of movies. I don't like the acting style from that era. But there were some good movies then. I ain't crazy about the acting style. But really, as far as quality goes, you want to get before the war. So in the 40s, that's where all the quality was. All the really expensive, like C.C. DeVille movies with the $1 million movie sets and things like that. And then the war happened, and then everything got really cheap, really fast. I love Brad Pitt movies too. Yeah, a few of them are good. Yes, Jake. But that whole, acting thing they did, the way they talked in those days, I just don't like it. So I don't watch those movies. And by the way, Scarlett O'Hara was a whore. For anybody who idolizes Gone with the Wind, just know she was a whore. She slept her way to the top twice. I mean, Old Yeller, Robinson Crusoe, a dozen others, Swiss Family Robinson. I think that is Robinson Crusoe. I get your point, though. 7 Psychopaths is great. What about the 5 Fists of McCluskey? Never seen that movie, I bet. Troy? Really? Have you seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Or 7? Just watch The Godfather. It's great. Say hello to my little friend. And my mama will get me for saying that? Saying what? "10,000 BC" was a good movie. But Apocalypto was better. Way better. And it starred only indigenous peoples. There were no movie stars in that whole movie. They were all from that area. I'm having technical difficulties. Hang on. Yeah, some of Brad Pitt's acting is top notch. Like his role in the newest one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Very smooth. Kicks Bruce Lee's ass. It's hilarious. I am now hammered. Well, you should find somebody who's nailed and have a party. Snatch, that was a good movie, yep. The Year One with Jack Black was good too. Really? I hated that movie. Meet Joe Black, that was a good movie since we're talking about Brad Pitt. You tickworm. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah, that was good. I didn't know Brad Pitt was in that, though, was he? Seems like that was a pair of Scottish fellas. I might be thinking of something else. Leonardo DiCaprio is great. He's getting greater in his older age. He wasn't so hot in his younger ages, but some of his later work has been real good. That's a pikey curse. Tenacious D. See, I don't like that kind of humor. I'm not into that sort of thing. Ethan Hawke. Maybe. Oh, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? Maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I have seen it, but I can't remember anything about it. Matter of fact, since you said Snatch, that's all I can think about when I'm thinking about that movie, so they must have some similarities. Or they came out at the same time or something. Legends of the Fall, yeah. That's a Tom Cruise movie. And you got to have some stones to watch that movie all the way through because it's long. And a little boring, a little dry. They tried, though. That was their attempt at a good fantasy movie. Same director, same actor, same writer. Gotcha. That may be why. Anything with Tom Banks. I don't know who Tom Banks is. He wrote another one. I can't remember the third. Wouldn't be Smoking Aces, would it? Or Lucky Number 11, that's it. Jason Statham film. Maybe his best acting. I do like Jason Statham. He's got a new movie that came out this week, and I can't wait to see it. It's called Wrath of Man. Supposed to be him at his finest. It's like a cross between Crank and James Bond or something. Shoot 'em Up is decent. Yep. That's Clive Owen. That's a parody, though. It's a parody of action films. Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, awesome. Tom Hanks, gotcha. Tom Cruise was not in Legends of the Fall. Oh, that's Brad Pitt. I'm thinking of Legends. Sorry. That was a terrific movie and had a young Brad Pitt in it. Yep. It is my second favorite Brad Pitt movie next to Troy. Yeah, I was thinking of Legends. Could be. I don't recall that movie with him in it, but if so, if that's his first movie, that may be why I don't recall him in it. Yeah, Legend. 7. 7 was a great movie. Some of Brad Pitt's best acting in that movie. It's like he understood that role. He actually studied for it. He went to an insane asylum and studied for that movie. Method acting, baby. That was almost as good as Robert Downey Jr. playing that black guy. Meet Joe Black was a great movie. Got some Anthony Hopkins in it. All better than Troy. Yeah, Troy was not a good movie, I'm sorry. It wasn't even an okay movie. It was factually inaccurate. The next blockbuster movie will star me, Diego, and the Troll. It will be called We Are Awesome. Play a song. Hot Rod Lincoln. I don't know Hot Rod Lincoln. I know the song, but I don't know the words. Hot Rod Lincoln. Take it. I'll sing. You sing. Didn't Vern do a Hot Rod Lincoln version? Yes, he did. Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern. And Vern was a character that he kept talking to. I think his name was something else. Jim Carney or something like that. And then Jim Carrey came out and Jim Carney died. Or whatever his name was. April, it's late. Let's go. Sorry, I got it wrong. Hey, Vern. I knew who you were talking about. Hey, folks, do me a favor, would you? Press that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll get notifications when I'm going to be here. Like button, please. It doesn't take very much. It's free. Just smash that like button. Share this video with somebody you love. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. But above all, that's me. My own theme song.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, VJ,
You got a BJ.
my best friend, right through it all. VJ,
Say it loud and say it proud.
if I die before I wake.
All right, there's enough of that. Please take a moment and go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps, and I greatly appreciate your support. And I'll leave the light on for you. And keep it extra cavey in here. I'll punish myself. Watch Deary Off the Wall. I don't think I've ever seen that movie before. So where you been the past couple of weeks, old Great Sky Troll? Thought you didn't love me anymore. Make me all kind of sweet promises and then disappear for a month? I put up cave blankets so it's extra cavey. I've been working, making t-shirts. Here at Motel 6, we like to keep it simple. Turn the beds down, keep it clean. Our maids will never knock on the door when you're sleeping. And here at Motel 6, we'll leave the light on for you. I'm Tom Bodette. Have a good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 o'clock and it's time for me to watch some news, and I'm not going to get any answers here. So, I will see you guys on Sunday with some Bible study. Do join, won't you? Come be part of the program. Have a good time and learn some stuff. Let me put some knowledge right in your brain from the internet. It's magic. Please watch Deary Off the Wall. It wasn't an opinion next stream. I want an opinion next stream. Okay, I'll watch it. Promise. But I'm Tom Bodette. Like. Smash that like button like it owes you money. God knows it owes me some. All right. Folks, Be honorable. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Be where you're supposed to be and do what you're supposed to do. Be honorable. Be charitable. Give till it hurts. And give some more. And watch the world turn in your favor. It happens. I know. Be terrific. Wake up every morning and look in the mirror and know that you are the man or woman. And the world is your oyster. All you got to do is crack the shell and flick the bean. Find the pearl. Be patriotic. Love your country. Stand for something. Be proud. Be American. But above all, more than anything else in the world, no matter what you do in life, you got to just be